This is a city on a hill, a school with God's glory. Education is light, my Kadzonzo, the only bright, shining star in the nation. Highly favored, my Kadzonzo, highly favored by God, so we are.
But before we proceed to the immediate cause or the short-term cause of World War I, in which ways identify ways in which the Balkan War contributed to the rise of World War I. You can ask yourself a question. A student can ask a question: How did the Balkan War resulted or caused? How does it qualify to be a cause of World War I? Well, how? Now, the first is that Bulgaria was a hunter. And now that they have been denied places like Dobruja, which was a very important place, they remained hunting and spoiling for more opportunities to recover their losses. And in the process of hunting and spoiling any available opportunity, they engaged in conflict. That is one way through which it resulted in World War I. Secondly, the success of Serbia renewed confidence and inspired her ambitions of uniting all the Serbs in Balkan under one rule. And third, the denial of Serbians Albania. They wanted Albania, but they were denied. So the denial of Serbia's Albania during the First Balkan War by Austria-Hungary accentuated or ignited the hostility between the Serbians and the Austria-Hungary. So you can see how the Balkan Wars ignited the rise of the cause or the development of World War I. The long-term causes of World War I. Very first, let me look at the immediate cause. Yani what led to the rise of World War I? The immediate cause of World War I. Immediate cause of World War I. So the immediate cause of World War I was Sarajevo assassination. Sarajevo assassination. So what about this? You can ask me, how could this become the immediate cause of World War I? Well, I will explain it to you. On the year 1914, I think this was the year that World War I started. On the 28th of June, just a month like this, 1914, there was an assassination. Assassination is political. And who was assassinated? The person who was assassinated was the heir of Austria-Hungary. The heir of Austria-Hungary was assassinated. And who was him? So Archduke. Good. Now, the heir of Austria-Hungarian throne, that is Archduke Franz Ferdinand, and his wife Sophie, were assassinated in Sarajevo in this year, 1914, on the month of June, date 28th. And the person who was alleged to have been used to assassinate Ferdinand was known as a Bosnian. Actually, he was a Bosnian student known as Gavrilo Princip. Gavrilo Princip. So this is the guy that was used to assassinate the heir to the throne of Austria-Hungary. Now, it is alleged that Ferdinand and his wife the assassination was orchestrated by a sub-organization, a sub-secret organization, from Serbia, a country. It is they say that they record that the assassination of Duke of Ferdinand and his wife was orchestrated by this secret group, a sub-secret group known as Union or Death, popularly known as the Black Hand, So this is the secret organization that organized Gavrilo Princip to silence the heir to the throne of Austria-Hungary. Now this immediately ignited a war, as they already established alliances, now joined forces in order to support their allies as they had formed, or according to the term of the alliances that they formed. Now, the moment the Duke, who was the heir to the throne of Austria-Hungary, was assassinated, and his wife, Germany, who were affiliated to Austria-Hungary. So Germany, because they were affiliated to Austria-Hungary, they responded, and then they promised Austria-Hungary to declare war on Serbia, and that they will support them. They will support them in whatever action they were to take. So on the 23rd of July 1914, 23rd July 1914, that is the same year, the Austrians presented very stringent ultimatums to the Serbs. So the ultimatums or the conditions included that the Austria-Hungarians demanded an explanation for the assassination of Ferdinand and his wife. Then another demand or another ultimatum was that they were to apologize to the Austria-Hungarians for killing the heir to the throne. And then another ultimatum was that they were to suppress all the anti-Austrian publications and organizations. Then the fourth ultimatum was that they wanted the participation of the Austrian officials in the investigation, including the judicial institutions proceedings against criminals. Then the fifth one was the dismissal of all the officials all officials that were Austria-Hungary objected. And then finally, the Austria-Hungarian police were to be allowed to enter the territory of Serbia to ensure that all the demands that were put forth by Hungary are actually met as demanded. Well, Serbia accepted and consented to all the demands except the last demand, in which the Austria-Hungarian police, were to enter the territory of Serbia and help to supervise and ensure that the demands have been met as demanded. Now, I think because the Serbians did not give in to all the demands that were presented to them by the Austria-Hungary, the Austria-Hungarians were left with no option but to wage war at the Serbians. And so the first gunshot was felt on the 28th July 1914. 28th July 1914. The first gunshot was fired, and that was done by the Austria-Hungarians. So the people who started World War I were the Austria-Hungarians. So they declared war on the Serbians on this day. So on 28th July, Austrians declared war on Serbia, and World War I began. So Russia responded because Russia allied. They were affiliated to the Serbians. They responded. So Russians responded by supporting Serbia on 30th July 1914. Russia supported the Serbians. So they supported the Serbians, and in fact Russia mobilized our forces to fight alongside the forces of Serbia. The Germans were not happy with the move that was made by the Russians, and so Germans issued a 12-hour ultimatum to the Russians, telling them to withdraw their forces or else they will strike back. Consequently, because Russians refused to withdraw their forces, Germans declared war on the Russians. Now you can see how the war is now developing. Germany declared war on the Russians on the 1st August 1914. Germans declared war on the Russians, and then on the 3rd August, same year, the Germans declared war on the French. The French people. So Germany went even ahead to invade even regions or territories that were very neutral. So they invaded Belgium, which was neutral, a day later. That is on the 4th of August, same year. And when the Germans invaded Belgium, the British were not happy. And so the British declared war on the Germans. That was the immediate cause of World War I. The immediate cause of World War I. So this is what led. The assassination of Duke was the immediate cause of World War I. You can see Austria-Hungary issuing an ultimatum to the Serbians. The Serbians consent to all of them except one. The Austrians are left with no option but to declare war. Germans promise Austria immunity and support. Russia gets in, supports Serbians. Germany get angry at the Serbians. They issue ultimatum. Russians refuse to honor the terms. Germans declare war on Russia. Germans declare war on France. German goes ahead and attack neutral territory, that is Belgium. British gets angry and attack Germany. So that was the immediate cause of World War I.
This is a city on a hill, a school with God's glory. Education is light, my Kadzonzo, the only bright, shining star in the nation. Highly favored, my Kadzonzo, highly favored by God, so we are.